Hey, this is Gary from 3Bug Media, and today we're going to talk about how to get high rankings for your Google My Business listing. Now, if you're a local business, your Google My Business listing is as important or even more important than your website. So when people do a local search, it's your Google My Business listing that shows up in the local search results or the map pack. When you see a map show up in the listing, that's actually not your website, it's your Google My Business listing, and that shows up above the organic search results. So your Google My Business listing gets a lot more visibility than your website when it comes to local search. So we're going to talk about some of the factors, how to get high rankings for it, and also we're going to talk about the Possum update quickly. In 2006, Google pushed out an update called the Possum update. Now, previous to that, one of the biggest ranking factors was having your location closest to the city centroid, which is the center of your city. So the closer you were to the city, you enjoyed a huge ranking bonus for that. And it kind of eclipsed, you kind of got screwed if you were out in the suburbs, if you were out kind of in the outskirts of the city. Well, last year, 2006, Google pushed out the Possum update, which essentially made proximity of the user, of the searcher, the #1 ranking factor. So this kind of changed the game a little bit. So now it wasn't one listing that was dominating a city. Now it really depends on where the searcher is. So if the searcher is on the north side of the city and does a search, they'll get businesses closer to the north side of the city. Same thing if they go to the south side of the city, west, even out in the suburbs. It kind of follows them and it picks businesses around them that are most relevant. And that kind of changed the game, because now if you were a business on the outskirts of the city or kind of the edge of town, you now have a much more level playing field to work with. Okay, so that was a big ranking factor, and proximity is very important. So here's a couple things that we're going to discuss. #1, when it comes to your Google My Business listing, complete and accurate information. Sounds like a no-brainer, but people make mistakes all the time. You want to make sure your NAP, your name, address, and phone number, your email address, and your website are exactly the same as they are on your website. So even little stupid changes can make a big difference. So you want to make sure, #1, that everything is accurate and it's complete. Google gives you a progress bar on there. Make sure it's 100%. Make sure you fill out every single thing, the type of payments you can collect, your business hours, things like that. Fill everything out. They do give you a reward and a bonus for complete and accurate information. #2 is your category. Make sure your category is accurate. Sounds silly. People make mistakes on this all the time. Now, in Google My Business listing, you have a primary category and you're allowed to list several subcategories, secondary categories in there. #1, make sure you only list highly relevant categories for your business. Don't think I'm just going to pick a whole bunch of stuff, I'm going to rank for all this stuff, get visibility, and bring people to my website. That will backfire on you, because engagement rates also plays a role. So if you have your business on a non-relevant listing and you're showing up for it and people are clicking on it, they go to your website, realize you don't have what they're looking for, they go back to the search results. Google knows this, and if that starts happening, they realize your business, people aren't satisfied with your business, so you'll lose rankings for it. So only pick categories that are highly relevant to your business, and also make sure they're in order. I was just talking to somebody the other day, they were a coffee shop owner, and they had asked me, well, I can't show up, I'm not showing up for my town. It's a small town, there's only about 5 or 6 coffee shops there, and they're not showing up on the map. So we opened up their Google My Business listing, and what they had was, they do coffee roasting too. They had coffee roaster as their primary category and coffee shop as their secondary category. Something simple made a huge difference, because they weren't showing up when people were looking for coffee shops in their town. They made the switch. Within a couple days, they were showing up on the map again. So take the time to make sure your categories are correct. #3, Google loves images. The more the merrier with this. So lots of images for your listing. So you, as the listing owner, upload lots of images. So they'll give you, there's so many different categories in there. They want to know exterior photos, interior photos, product pictures, team photos, brand logos, brand pictures, things like that. Upload all of them, as many as you can, into those relevant categories. Also, as a bonus, Google loves engagement from customers. They love when customers interact with the business. So when customers come into your store, or you have friends, family come in, if they have a mobile phone, if they have Google Maps, have them open up Google Maps, do a search for your business. When they find it, there'll be a little tab there that says add photos. From there, they can click on it, they can open up their camera on their phone, and they can take as many pictures as they want, and then they can upload them all to your Google My Business listing, okay? So Google loves that kind of interaction. They love to see customer engagement. So you as a business owner, upload lots of pictures and also encourage friends, family, customers who come into your store to also do the same from their phones and upload them. It'll show a lot of engagement from your customers and help you with your rankings. So these are kind of some of the base ones on here. The green ones here are more ones that are gonna kind of, if you have these right, these ones here are gonna push you up higher in the rankings. Okay, so number 4 is reviews on Google My Business. Really important, your Google reviews are most likely going to be the first set of reviews somebody finds when they do a search, you know, for your business or your industry, whatever they're looking for. So you need to have lots of good Google reviews and lots of positive reviews. Those definitely play a ranking factor in there. How many should you get? It really depends on your industry. Look at your competitors. Some of your competitors may only have 20, 30, and then you're going to benchmark against that, get more than them. But if you're in something like food or really well-established businesses, you can be looking at hundreds of reviews. So in that case, you need to up your game and try to get, you know, one or, you know, at least 5 or 6 a week to try to stay competitive with them. So Google reviews are really important to get. Make that a core part of your customer service strategy, is try to get reviews whenever you do a good job for somebody. Keeping with reviews from across the web. So not only does Google look at your Google reviews, it actually scans the internet and aggregates reviews from across the web. And sometimes when you look at your local listing, you'll see it'll pull in reviews, it'll pull in review counts from the Yellow Pages, Facebook, things like that. So getting reviews from all different types of sites across the web also plays a ranking factor for your Google My Business page. So that can be Yelp, Angie's List, Facebook, Yellow Pages, things like that. Or there's probably certain ones, you know, if you're in food, you know, restaurants and things like that, there's probably certain ones for each of those industries where getting reviews for those sites will help you with your ranking. So Google reviews and lots of reviews from across the web. Number 6, citations. Getting citations. A citation is basically a mention of your business. It doesn't have to be a link. It could be a link, could not be a link, just a mention of your business. On there, getting lots of citations, especially on higher authority sites. Even these will be citations if you have a listing in Yelp, you have a Facebook page, Yellow Pages, things like that. Those are all citations as well. You have structured and unstructured citations. So a structured citation is where your business information is in a set format, just like that, like your Yelp listing, Yellow Page listing, Angie's List, business directory listing, things like that. Those are structured reviews. Unstructured reviews would be something like local media mentioning you in an article, local bloggers mentioning your business or linking to your business in their blog posts. Those are unstructured citations. So getting lots of relevant citations for your business is very helpful for your Google My Business page. So citations, you know, make sure there's probably a lot of industry specific ones or things for your trade, things like that, get listed on those websites as well. So lots of citations will help you with your Google My Business listing rankings. And lastly here is strength of your website. Now, and this is a big difference between regular SEO and local SEO when we're talking about Google My Business, because with regular SEO, the strength of your website, you're trying to rank your website. You're trying to rank your website, you're trying to rank web pages on your website. When it comes to Google My Business, you're not trying to rank your website. You're trying to rank your business entity. And that's why it looks at a lot more of a broader scope of things than, you know, the amount of links or the strength of your website to rank. It's looking at reviews, it's looking at citations, it's looking at third-party websites where you have a presence, things like that. It's looking at more of a holistic view of your business, because it's trying to determine if your business should rank as a whole higher in the local search results. Okay, so but with that being said, the strength of your website still plays an important role with your overall rankings for your Google My Business page. So make sure you have a good solid website, you're getting traffic to it, and you're taking care of your site. You have a lot of good information, people are coming there, they find it useful and helpful, things like that, and that will play a role in helping you rank your Google My Business page. Okay, so if you do all these things here, like I said, proximity is number one. There's not really that much you can do about it unless you relocate your business. But all of these, one through three are kind of basics. Get these right. Then once you get these basics right, 4, 5, 6, and 7, work on those, and that will push your listing up higher in the rankings, because as of today, there's only a 3-pack, which means in the initial local search results in the map listing, only 3 businesses are showing up until somebody clicks on the map and it opens up and expands. So there's very little real estate there. So you want to make sure you do everything you can to show up, because those 3 businesses will get the lion's share of the views from people searching. Okay, so hope this helps. If you have any questions, you can go to 3bugmedia.com and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel below. Thank you very much and have a good day.